Good morning, everybody. As you can see, we have a beautiful Arizona sunrise this morning. The building in the foreground right there, that is Chase Field. I'm going to make me a cigarette, have me some coffee, just hang out. Because, of course, as always, I can't sleep. I'm going to be making a video later talking about some more stuff that I found that's rather disturbing. I hate finding disturbing stuff. So let's see if our audio's good. Oh, I see Rescues live. Oh, yep, the audio's good. You always have to check your audio, everyone. Ooh, why is my camera all messed up? That's not good. There we go. Yeah, you always have to check your live stream and make sure that everything looks good. I've been doing this for a long time. I started my YouTube social media career up in 2018 after my second stroke. Oh, there it goes. It popped off again. Hang on. Let's see if we're still looking at Cardinal Stadium. This is a look from the west side of the valley all the way across. Now, yesterday, you wouldn't have been able to see any of this. We had dust everywhere. Like, I checked the cameras out yesterday, and you can maybe see a mile. Like, none of those mountains there were visible. And it was dusty, hazy all day. But there was enough wind to blow everything out of here. But it is officially monsoon season here in the Valley of the Sun. And I hope we get some rain. Because we sure need it. The last time Phoenix got rain was June 1st. The only reason I can remember that is because it was a historic day. Only one other time in the history the weather history of Phoenix, Arizona. Have we ever gotten rain on June 1st? And that was in 1914. And it was it was just a little bit over a trace. I don't remember what the actual number was, but it was hardly anything. But this past June 1st, it rained for most of the day. Not a heavy rain, just a good steady rain. I can't stop thinking about the apartment that me and my wife went and looked at. Like, I really looked this time just to make sure that this is the place that we wanted to move. And it's basically the same prices we're paying here. This is 840 square foot, 2 bed, 2 bath, with a horrible kitchen. The place that we'll be moving to is 1,100 square foot, 2 bedroom, 2 bath, and everything in there was just super nice, like granite countertops, stainless steel appliances, fiber optic internet that's being installed at the end of the year. So by the time we're ready to move in, we'll have fiber optic internet, a resort style pool area, the living room, dining room in the place is like 20 feet long and probably 12 feet wide. Like, it's one gigantic room. And being that we're going to be on the third floor, the manager said that the ceilings will be 12 feet high. There's crown molding around the ceilings in the main area. Some people think it's weird when they put crown molding in that they don't put it in the bedrooms. I don't have a problem with crown molding not being in the bedrooms, but in the main part, yeah, crown molding, it just finishes the top of the wall off. It's kind of like, if you have a suit on and you don't put a tie on, it's just kind of that finishing touch. It is currently 5:05 in the morning, Arizona time. Everybody always asks me why I say Arizona time. Because a lot of you don't realize that Arizona doesn't do the whole spring forward, fall back. Well, a little portion does up in the northeast corner. It's on a Indian reservation, but like 98% of the state doesn't do the spring forward, fall back stuff, which I think every state should just stop the whole spring forward, fall back. It's got to be the dumbest thing ever. It's so nice not having to, you know, change your clocks twice a year, and it screws your sleep schedule up. If you're working nights, it screws your shift up. Because everybody's like, well, it means that I get to go home an hour early on one shift. Yeah, I thought the same thing. And then I got my paycheck and saw that it was an hour short, 39 hours instead of 40 hours. I asked my boss, I'm like, what the hell? He goes, the 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 spring forward, you lost an hour. And I'm like, well, that's kind of messed up. He goes, well, if the fallback time happens, you will gain that extra hour. It never happens like that. But yeah, I am just so excited about moving. Not the actual move, because we're going to do it in one day. We're going to go rent a big U-Haul truck, load everything up, drive to Phoenix, then hire some movers to move everything. We ain't got a whole bunch of stuff, but I can't be moving stuff with my health problems. And we will be moving to the third floor. I am not living with somebody above me. No. Even though the manager said that their floors are really thick and they use really thick carpet. Nope. And we'll get to pick which apartment we want, because this is a big apartment complex. Everything in there was super nice. The manager was super nice. I must have talked her ear off for an hour, talking about everything. And in the kitchen, there's a humongous island, probably a 4 foot wide by 6 feet long island that doesn't have a sink in it. Because I've said numerous times in the past, having a sink in your kitchen island is a trend that needs to stop. You're putting the dirtiest thing in your kitchen front and center on display. If anything, put the stove in the island. So when you're cooking, you can keep an eye on everything, or, if you have guests over, like if it's the holidays. But having an island with nothing in it means that you've got a gigantic work surface. So when you're wrapping presents, opening up packages, you've got a giant flat surface. Now, the downside of having a giant flat surface is it's probably going to become a catch all. And that will drive me nuts. But it's a totally split floor plan. Like the master bedroom and where my studio will be, probably 35 feet away from each other. Like I'm clear on one end of the place right by the front door, which is how I like it. So if someone comes over, they ain't got to trudge all the way through my home to come to the studio. And the master bedroom is clear on the other end. So if somebody comes over, there's a good chance that my wife won't hear them. It's right on the Phoenix light rail, which is amazing. It's about a 15-minute drive to my daughter's place, which is super amazing. It's not in a really nice area, but like I told the manager, I'm like, if you got to live in a not so nice area, you might as well live in the nicest place in that not so nice area. And there's an American flag out front flying on a big flagpole, an Arizona flag on a flagpole. I haven't lived at a apartment complex in a long time that has had the balls to fly the American flag. Now, the last apartment complex me and my wife lived at had this giant flagpole outside. I asked them about putting a flag on it, and they said that because of the demographic of the people that live in the U.S. that live in that apartment complex, that they didn't want to make anybody mad by flying an American flag. And I flat out told the manager there, if they don't like the American flag, then they don't need to be living in America, enjoying the freedoms that that flag represents. And she was like, I know, I know. But yeah, at the end of the year, we will be moving. Which is like the best time to move. Except for us, that's when our car registration comes due. Which I think this time it'll be like $300. Because even though everybody thinks that we're driving around in a brand new car, because it's really hard to judge the age of a Toyota CHR. My car is a 2019. That means that it's a 6-year-old car. It's got almost 100,000 miles on it. 100,000 trouble free miles because it's a Toyota. So I've had so many people tell me, you're just a Toyota fanboy. And I'm like, well, yeah. Is it wrong to be a fan of quality? You should buy American. And I'm like, I will gladly buy an American made car. If you show me a new American made car as reliable as a Toyota, well, basically, find me a 4-door American made car, new one. There isn't any, not that I'm aware of. Everybody went to stupid SUVs. Because for whatever reason, people refuse to drive minivans because it's a soccer mom ride. Well, anybody that says a minivan's a soccer mom ride, I dare you to show up at a soccer game. Look at the vehicles there. You'd be hard pressed to find a minivan. What you're going to find is a lot of front wheel drive SUVs. Like RAV4s, Kia Sportage, the Honda CRV. You're going to find a whole lot of those, a whole lot of Chevy Tahoes, Ford Explorers. Those have become the new soccer mom ride. My daughter hated it when I pointed that out. She goes, "Yeah, but it's not a minivan." And I'm like, "Have you seen how nice the new minivans are?" Whew. I mean, of course they got to be nice. The new Toyota Sienna Limited, the $55,000 minivan. But man, it is nice. Like I would drive one right now if I had the money to buy one. I've driven Dodge Caravans. The first minivan I ever owned was a Ford Aerostar. Then, when my late wife's mom died, we got her Kia Sedona. I didn't fit in it. It ran great, but it was set up for a short person, a female driver, not somebody 6 feet tall. In order for me to drive it, I had to slouch down in the seat. Because if I sat up in the seat, I was looking out at the through the tent line at the top of the windshield. Now, granted, my daughter's Kia Sportage, it's really nice, but we all can't fit in it. Like if we all wanted to go somewhere, my daughter, her boyfriend Randy, my granddaughter Renly, that uses a booster seat, granddaughter Maisie, that's in a rear facing baby seat, and me, we're all not fitting in there. And if you've ever tried to get in the third row of an SUV, unless you're super flexible, it ain't gonna happen. I don't even know why they make 3 row smaller SUVs. Now, if it's a big full size SUV, like the Ford Expedition, Lincoln Navigator, Chevy Tahoe, Chevy Suburban, they have room. But a lot of these mid size 3 row SUVs, you have to make a choice. Do I need a third row seat or do I need cargo space? And how safe is that third row seat? Because some of these mid-size SUVs that I've seen, when that third row seat is up, the back of the seat on the top, it's only about 2 inches away from the back door. Meaning that, somebody rear-ended you, the chances of you making it because you're in that third row seat are not good. I think the best minivan out there was the Dodge Caravan because it had those flip and fold seats. So you can go from having seats to having a flat floor. But I do love my little Toyota CHR. Love it. Except when it comes to try to find used parts. There's one of the wheels on our car that was on the back corner when my wife got hit in the back passenger side corner, and the wheels all scratched up. So I was trying to find a single used wheel. I found two of them. They were $20 cheaper as a used wheel than buying a brand new one from Toyota. And it's like, no. Oh, I see the sun starting to peek up. Where is it? My taskbar at the top has got so many things going across. Trying to see if there's another shot here. Nope, that's just downtown Phoenix. I think this is the best shot. But we can go take a peek at the beautiful red rocks. Oh, hang on here. Let's go look at Tippytown Lake. Yesterday it was so windy. There was waves on this lake. Like not like big waves, but you can see this lake is like glass smooth all the time. And now let's go to the beautiful red rocks of Sedona. Man, if I ever hit the lotto, I'm probably going to buy this house right in the center of the screen, right where my mouse is. Now, you know, somebody's going to say, "Well, what if it's not for sale?" Everything's for sale. It's on how much you want to spend on it. Everything's for sale. Now we'll go to Flagstaff. Downtown Flagstaff. I always love it when I get comments that and everybody's like, I didn't know Arizona had mountains. Arizona's got the most mountain peaks out of any U.S. state. The absolute most. Okay, let's go back and watch the sunrise. And maybe this morning we'll get that iconic Arizona map shot. I've been wanting to catch that for a long time. I've seen it in person numerous times. Now, what am I talking about? The Arizona flag shot? Well, if you look at the Arizona state flag, it's dark on the bottom and it's got rays coming up. That's because every so often, the perfect time with the perfect cloud cover and stuff, it will light the sky up. It is the coolest thing I've ever seen. But it only lasts for a few minutes. It is funny though, because it will almost bring Phoenix to a halt because it is so rare. Like I have lived here over 20 years and I've only seen it a few times. And it is monsoon season. Come on, get over there. I don't know why my phone keeps saying widespread dust. That's what it said yesterday. And as you can tell, there is no dust. But my phone keeps saying widespread dust. And the 4th of July is supposed to be 104. Good. Because right after the 4th, it goes 106, 110, 110, 112. Like, it, it gets hot. Because it's July. Where did our sun go? It's like peekaboo. I'm gone. Now, for those of you that don't know, that big curved roof in front of you, that's the roof to Chase Field. It's where the God, what the hell's the name of the Arizona Diamondbacks play? That roof can open up. Each one of those panels there moves back. So this gap right here, this distance, all these panels slide back over it to open up the whole roof, as well as the roof to Cardinal Stadium opens up. See, I've been in all these stadiums and arenas here because I used to work for a company that would set up concerts. Until that company just lost their fucking mind. It was a husband and wife that owned it, and we would set up every single concert in the whole valley, no matter where it was. We would set it up, and then tear it down after the concert was over. Got to meet a lot of really awesome people. But the uh, the husband of the owners, he couldn't keep his dick in his pants and started getting with a female co-worker. And needless to say, I don't think that company exists anymore. But yeah, after my wife died, so let me explain that timeline. My wife died on Wednesday, March 19th, 2014. I got out of the hospital after having a pretty significant heart attack Saturday prior to that, trying to figure out when I was going to be able to go back to work, if I was ever going to be able to go back to work. We were stressing about what the hell we were going to do for money. And after my wife died, luckily, a friend of mine let me come live with him rent free because I had no freaking money. And I got to talking with a friend of mine, and he's like, "Hey, I work for this staging company. Why don't you see if you can do this?" And for the first couple days of doing it, I stayed right with him. He told the owner that, "Hey, Mike's got a bad heart, but he's really smart, and he's going to try to do this. If he can't, then..." And I was like, "Cool," and I did it. I wasn't as fast as everybody else, but I still did it. And every single dime I earned from that company, except for the cost of my cigarettes, went to the guy that I was living with. On top of doing everything for him. And I mean everything: washing his clothes, uh, changing the sheets out on his bed once a week, washing dishes, cooking. I did everything for him because I felt guilty as hell. And to whoever's watching, I was sent a picture from back in the bar days because me and my late wife managed a bar, and it was busy, and there were photographers in there all the time because our bar was like a award winning bar, but the owner was a scumbag piece of shit. So I was emailed from one of the photographers. Now this is back in like 2010. that, hey, I was going through all the stuff on a old hard drive, and I found a picture of you and your wife. Would you like it? And I was like, absolutely. So to whoever's the one person that's watching, that's my late wife. And me back when I had I had hair. And yes, that was a long time ago. That was 2010. That was a Christmas party we had. We had a Nightmare Before Christmas themed Christmas party. Do I miss running a bar? Sometimes. But could I do it now? No. See, when you're managing a bar, it's kind of like dog years. A year of running a really popular bar that's packed every single night puts like 7 years on your life because it's constantly music blaring every single night, every single night, getting out of the bar at like 4 or 5 in the morning to try to get some sleep, and then you're dealing with the day shift bartenders that don't want to come in and work. I don't know how many times I'd get out of the bar when the sun was coming up, then have to be back in the bar at 11 a.m. because the day shift bartender had went out partying and now they're too drunk to come to freaking work. But yeah, it ages you real fast. My nighttime staff was freaking rock stars. Absolute rock stars. And remember, this was in 2010. I know there were several Friday and Saturday nights having two bartenders on that both those bartenders took home over $1,000 in one night in 2010. But they earned every single freaking dollar because our average Friday nights. Now we would switch it over to a club at about 9:30. By 10, it was full on club. Lights dimmed down, the DJ stuff turned on. We're ready to go. It went from filthy pills to club filthy. We would run from 10 to a quarter after 2. So 4 hours and 15 minutes. And we would make most Friday nights, which is our busy night, we would make $30,000, $40,000, which is why I don't know why we ended up losing the bar because the owner couldn't pay the damn uh some damn fee. I don't even remember what it was. But I was so pissed at him because we had just had a great weekend. And I know I handed the owner two money bags. You know, the zippable bank bags that were stuffed absolutely as full as I could stuff them with money. And ones never left the bar. because in the bar industry, ones are the hardest thing to get your hands on. So every $1 bill stayed in the bar. So it was all fives, tens, 20s, 50s, and hundreds. Two bank bags just like stacked. And we go on a Monday, and this piece of shit can't come up with $2,000. Uh, I've heard so many rumors like he got a bartender pregnant, just the typical rumors. I did see him get on a bus once, and I tried to chase the bus down, but I ended up having to go somewhere else because I was going to be like, bro, what the fuck? I mean, me and my wife took that bar from on the verge of being closed because the day that we took over, the bar had been robbed. They took the swamp cooler off of the roof, came in through the roof, and stole everything. Busted a bunch of bottles, busted the cash register, busted the safe open, stole everything. We came out of pocket for the register, for money to put in the register. We called and begged the companies that brought alcohol, begged them for a front, told them what had happened, had it all back up and running in like 5 hours. You can kind of see it a little bit here, how the streaks are coming. We might get that iconic sunrise. It looks like it. Yeah, I don't know how many times I told the owner, my wife told the owner, the people that were, what were they called? Pro- Promoters would tell Phil, like, hey, you need to stay the fuck home. It's really creepy when there's a 60-year-old man in a bar hitting on 23-year-old women. And he'd always say, well, these women like me. And I'm like, yeah, because you give them free fucking drinks. And then the owner, 6 months prior to closing, got all drunk, wrecked his car into a light pole right up the street, got a extreme DUI, went to jail over it. That's why I don't drink anymore. That and with all the medicine that I take, it doesn't work good. I tried to have a beer the last time I was at my daughter's house. A single beer, and I couldn't even finish it. Finished most of it. Couldn't finish the whole thing. And I just started feeling like crap. Like really feeling like crap. Now the beer tasted great. It was a Michelob Ultra. Tasted great, but not worth feeling like shit. And having my granddaughter worried because she could tell Papa wasn't feeling good. Now I will be going over there to my daughter's this Friday. We're gonna have a cookout, shoot off some fireworks, and I'm gonna try to video every single bit of it. That's the joys of having two cell phones, which everybody thinks is weird. You got two cell phones. Why? Like I've said, I don't just make content for YouTube. There's Facebook, there's Instagram, there's TikTok, all these other social media platforms that have that I do content on. I think I'm going to give it another 20 minutes, then call it a day, everyone. And my brain's saying, you need to do a video about what you just found out. And I'm like, nobody cared about the last video that I did of information that I found out that nobody knew. Why? Because it didn't have it didn't have it didn't have Trump all over it, which I have said, and I've gotten backlash for it. You all people that are drinking the orange man's Kool-Aid, rocking the Trump gear, head to toe, got Trump flags everywhere. Y'all are going to be really sad when his 4 years are up. Going to be really sad. I've been told so many times, well, Trump's going to run in 2028. He can't. He can't. Now, here's who I'm wanting to run in 2028. I want to see a J.D. Vance, Pete Hegseth ticket. I'm tired of voting for these geriatric old people. Like I just watched a video on TikTok about some congressman doing some bullshit. Oh, it was Chuck Schumer. And everybody was like, we need term limits for Congress. And I just flat out commented on there. And I got a bunch of backlash for it. You do realize that Congress would have to vote for their own term limits. Trump can't come in and just do an executive order because it won't stand. Congress would have to vote for their own executive orders. I mean, their own term limits. And that ain't going to happen. But what can happen is people stop voting for him. But in order for that to happen, we need to have other qualified people ready to run. And we, the people that are MAGA and voted for Trump, need to back these people. But what's going on right now with Trump's little inner circle falling apart? Oh, it's gonna be a hard fucking push. Now, what am I talking about? Trump's inner circle falling apart, Candace Owens has lost her freaking mind. And I think Candace Owens losing her mind has got a whole lot to do with her husband. Because the Candace Owens you're watching right now is not the Candace Owens from 4 years ago. Tucker Carlson losing his mind. The Tucker Carlson you see right now isn't the Tucker Carlson that pretty much gave Fox News the middle finger and left. Not the same one. Ooh, it's getting bright. Sun's up. Marjorie Taylor Greene, losing her damn mind. I guess they ain't smart enough to realize that Trump plays 5D chess. He plays chess in real life, but he plays 5D chess, and 99.9% of the time he wins. But so many people are so quick to jump on when something immediately doesn't work out. It's like chess takes time. You got to position your pawns just right, and then you come in for the kill shot. Now, I'm going to show you something here that I will be making a video about later. Oh, man. Because, like I've always said, I dig and I dig and I dig for info. And I can back the info up. What are you looking at? The SPARS pandemic, 2025 to 2028.
Always put what they're going to do right out in Front Street. They want you to know they're going to do it. In April of 2024, the NIH decided to run a scenario where they're emulating a new pandemic that starts on July 4th of 2025, not ending until December of 2028. This new pandemic scenario, they emulated an outbreak of Nipah virus, which, doing a little bit of research on a Nipah virus, it has a 72% mortality rate, meaning 7 out of 10 people that contract this virus will die. Now, the Chinese media has been releasing a study in zoology and 20 new viruses that can be transmitted from bats to human. The number one virus on this list that they just released yesterday is the Nipah virus. It's already set up and ready to go. They put it right out in front. If you guys want more information on this scenario that they ran, I'm going to put the link to the NIH website for it right in the comments. So you guys go check it out yourself.
Yeah. And I'm going to pull that up. Oh, it can't be reached. Oh. Well, let's do a search on it. What that was the name of it? The SPARS pandemic. Wow, my camera is going crazy. So let's just pull that up. Right there, everyone. To think about it, I'm sorry my camera's all wonky. But yeah, look this up, everybody. Research it. It's another thing that nobody's talking about. But here it is. And if this actually happens, it'll be starting this Friday, the 4th of July. And what's popping into my head? What they're going to do? They're going to blame it on everybody going out and celebrating the 4th of July that caused this massive outbreak. People weren't wearing masks. People weren't social distancing. People weren't being cautious. All of us, MAGA supporters, Trump supporters, we're all out enjoying the 4th that caused this massive outbreak. And then here it is, wear your mask, stay home. And this time, I'm not wearing a mask. I will gladly stay home. I did last time. I don't need to go out. And I know that, because last time everybody was like, well, how can you just stay home? You can get groceries brought to your front door. That was the last time we were told to stay home. Because Amazon just doesn't have random stuff. It's got a whole bunch of food. And now Walmart does a at-home delivery, price food, aka Kroger, and whatever sub brand of the Kroger corporation is near you. they do an at-home delivery, you don't need to go out. The only time I would need to open my front door is to set my trash out, because a lot of apartments here in the Phoenix area have what's called valet trash. I set my can out, I tie the bag up, set it out by my front door. A guy comes by in the afternoon, picks it up. But yeah, everybody, this is going to be the new pandemic. So, on that note, everybody, thanks for watching. Sorry I'm all blurry. And have a good day and a happy 4th of July. I will be doing videos at my daughter's place because I'm going over there and spending a couple days with my family, enjoying our freedoms. Look at that. Look how I took the pandemic stuff off the screen and my camera's back. Well, that's just a conspiracy theory. Yeah. So, peace out, everybody.